Hello everyone, I'm Rob with the Smith of the Black channel here at Ticker Talk here with the Strat Time Report, and we've got all sorts of things going on. Certainly I'm going to run out of time today again, but you got SPY doing this here. So we've been watching this on the daily upper left, all right? So we had our reversal yesterday, the two down, two up, and now the follow through. We're always going to be looking for that follow through, and if we go to the 60 here, now it comes up and makes the higher high, and it closes out. Now this doesn't mean it's going to stop, but this is the broadening formation that we're watching on the 60-minute, like so. Oops, maybe another line, but you can see this lower low here, big cursor, higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, and then boom here. So there's the broadening formation here, and on the daily you can see the lower lows here, and now the higher high here. So here's the bigger broadening formation. The question is, are we going to be able to be strong enough to take that out? So if we go to QQQ, and QQQ also, here's your broadening formation on here, right? And on here, once again, the lower low, and then the 2-2 reversal yesterday, and now the higher high. So the question is, going to be strong enough to go all the way up to that, right? And that's why you want to understand that we were outside week last week, that this phenomenon is occurring, right? So another thing you want to do on a Tuesday is we initially had most things doing the reversals yesterday, two up, and variations of that. And so if we go that, when we know that, then we come in on a Tuesday, and we want to see anything that was stayed inside, if or comes back up to reconfirm this move. So we saw a lot of inside days breaking back to the upside. Tesla here, and so when you have like these big boys like this staying inside, they're either going to confirm or negate what we knew yesterday. Now they're coming in. We got some weed coming up here. I'm going to write that down. Ooh, there's a whole bunch to talk about, but you got Tesla coming inside day to the upside here, right? Inside day and coming back through the broadening formation because we had an outside week, so we know about that, right? So far, it's Tesla. We're going to be looking to try and take out those highs. You've got Facebook here, goes inside day to the upside, so you had a whole bunch of these guys doing this kind of stuff. How's Apple doing? And Apple takes the day up, it doesn't do much. But let's talk about the stories. Gamestop. And so if you go to Gamestop here, right, and if you go to a 30-minute, you're going to see this. This is how you get involved on this, all right? You can see this here, dropping like a rock, right, until here. Right here, two down, two up. Right here, above 104.58, and you had a nice run out of that. And if too hairy for you, you got AMC. Here's your hammer, the 2-2 reversal above 719, and it ran up to almost 9 in the next half an hour. So that's how you play that kind of fun. We've got SAVA. And SAVA, and if we go to a 60 here, the continuation on the 60. The 2 up, the inside, and off she goes here above 42.51, going up over 55, now coming in on the new 60. We'll see if that sets up again for you. Dow Jones Diamonds. Dow Jones Diamonds got a little bit more room here to take this. I haven't taken this out yet. See the higher high, the lower low, the higher high, the lower low. Just still a little weaker than that. Hasn't done it, right? And off the inside day, right, the 2-1-2 reversal. So how many of these things are triggering to the upside compared to the downside? A whole bunch, right? So if we go to Disney, and Disney comes in on the 60, so we'll see if that sets up again. But you can see this here in the upper middle. Inside bar, take out one side, boom, Rev Strat week. Here above 173.34, right? And you see it did its job. It was to take this out, right? Your hopes is it goes all the way up and takes all of this out, right? Because you're still inside month because we just started off. But so far it's doing its job, and we'll see if that sets up again. If we go to MA, and MA here, and this is what we like to look for as combinations. So you can see how there's a slight upper left, slight lower low on the day. That after the 2 down, that's the bottom of your try. And then here inside, the 2 down, inside, 2 up, reversal, back through previous range. That's what we look for. Still going. Well, let's see if that sets up again for you. And that's always good to watch Visa with that. And here you can see Visa also outside bar, inside bar, 312 Chicago. We're looking to take this out when it takes out either side, takes this out, right? Which it did. And if that works, now you got this 2 down week in the upper middle, 2 up. And so we'll be looking at Visa for the rest of the week over 203.49. If we go to W Day, and W Day here, the monthly. Inside month to the upside. That's something we definitely look for. We're going to be looking to take this thing out and go to new all-time highs. A little quick on here. Let's see if there's any 15ers or anything to get you in on. Here's how you get on this. You see this? Take out the previous high, take out the previous low, 222, right here. Boom. We're going to take this. These are going to be an outside bar of that, and off she goes. We can always watch it now. NOW with that. And now just cranking, and you can see this. Higher high, takes out the lower low, 222. Above here, 563.87, trading 587. Not bad, and an outside week to the upside. If we go to a FISV, FISV. Okay, so you can see this. Yesterday it was part of the gang doing the 2-2 reversals on the daily. 2 down, boom, right there. Now you got follow through. You're coming back to the previous range. You'll also see this on the weekly. The inside week, down, right? And then you come back and you take this out. Now you're rev strat to the upside. 1-2-2 on the 2-2 reversal week. So that's still good for the rest of the week. It did its job to take these guys out. Question is going to be strong enough to come all the way up here. We'll see. If we go to Shop's back. And Shop had a signal yesterday, the rev strat here, inside day, pokes down, boom, and now just your follow through, right? So we'll see if it's going to be strong enough to take this out. Above 1247.45 would be the next level on that for the month and upper. If we go to Cat Tractor. And Cat Tractor, here you go. What we look for, the outside day, then the inside day, and then boom, as soon as it takes this out, looking to take that out. 2-2 reversal week here above 190.137 for the rest of the week. Also had a little John Deere with that too. John Deere coming up, still has some room to go and take out that weekly high. If we go to DraftKings. And DraftKings just kind of stalling out here a little bit up here. Let's see if we can get anything out of this 60. But it does count for the inside day to the upside, right? And so even if they stall out a little bit, like an inside 60 here, all those signals are still good unless negated. That's the importance of a Tuesday, right? If we go to Splunk. Splunk are here, giving us the monthly break here, right? The 2 down, the inside, and back up, so long as it's over this. 175.75, all right? So for the rest of the month, we're going to be looking at Splunk. Here was your inside 60 there. If we go to GRWG, another inside day coming back through previous range. Still inside week like a lot of things, but all these things count to the upside until I'll show you what's actually down, but for the most part, a lot of this stuff going. LMT, here's another thing we look for on a Tuesday. You had a 2 down, but closer to the highs, which means you're closer to a 2-2 reversal on a Tuesday. And the reason that's important is it was slightly red on the week because yesterday's opening was the same as the daily. But then when it takes this out, it changes that back green. Right? Now it's going the other way. That's something I would want to know about. We'll see if that sets up again for us. If we go to SI. Okay. SI, another thing we look for, the hammer counter shooter. Daily. Shooter, 2 up. And all it really is a 2 up, 2 down, boom. These two become an outside bar of that, right? Going into new highs. Now you got yourself an inside 60. We'll see if that sets up. Here was a nice one to start the day. If we go to Octa here, all right, and you can see this. Here was the inside day yesterday to the upside, the continuation. And when it does that, now it's coming to take out an inside month in the lower middle, above 270.99. That's good for the rest of the month over that. If we go to TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx still got some room on the week, just having a nice little push here. And you can see this 2 down on the day, and then here. And these become an outside bar of all that. Okay, I got a hustle here. We're running out of time. You do have snow. And snow coming up on 2-2 reversal week here. So that's good. Above 296.81, now 305. We'll see if that sets up again. If we go to just the sectors, you got XLF. Was an inside day to the upside, and that's going to give you your JP Morgans, your Goldman Sachs, and you can see how that All that group is all going higher so far, and most of these things, like I said, giving us the up signals. Let's see, CGC, hammer counter shooter day. You see this daily shooter hammer 2 2, boom. These two become an outside bar of that. And that tells us to look at like Tilray and Tilray 2 hour inside pattern. Here it looks like a slight lower low hammer shooter, boom, back through the pivot machine gun right here. All the stops, take them out. We'll see if there's anything more to it. Okay, running out of time. Let's get to some downside fun. S-Fix. And S-Fix here, the 2-2 reversal week. 2 up, shooter, boom, back down. That's good all week. Talked about it yesterday because yesterday you had that, one of the few that prowled the inside day and down. Now you're getting your follow through off the weekly signal. If we go to LITE. LITE here on your week. All right, this was a 2 down by being below that. This was a 2 up because it took out the highs. And then boom, there's your reversal right here. All right, now staying down. So we'll see on the 60 if you could take this out here, because this is a 2 down by taking out the low. This slightly takes out the high, and this would be your continuation if you can take this out below 85.90 here in the next hour. Market stalling out here just a tad, going a little bit sideways. Came out gangbusters, but we'll see. Beyond the meats, I think fills the gap. And beyond the meat, here, tried to go hammer counter shooter rev strat day, but it failed. So all that meant is yesterday the sellers didn't step down. Today they did, right? It was real fast, and so we can see here in the 60 in the lower middle, down, take out the slight higher high, and then if you take this out, that'll get my attention below 164.07. If we go to VRTX, VRTX here is having a rough day and taking out last month's lows. So, right, and so you can see this. This month took out the previous high, and so did this, and now boom, there's your 2-2 reversal month, right? Because this is a 2 up because it took out that high, and then you take this down. So for the rest of the month, VRTX in trouble below 222.31, trading 217.74. We go to GSX. And GSX, inside monther, but thing we look for, taking out last week's lows. Triangle out, and then bam, here for the rest of the week below 93.20. Right, nice little move you got there. Some of them bag holder stocks, you got BB, still having some problems here and taking out last week's lows. You've got Bloodbath. Last week's lows, giving up on a lot of these things too. KOSS, like so. So that's still giving it up after the shenanigans ensued. If we go to Clorox, and Clorox just taking out yesterday's lows, and so that's something I'd want to know about. Starting to come back here, a little rev strat coming back here. That's something I'd want to know about. Really would get this thing going if we can get it down here below that weekly and take out the lows of the week. If you go to Coherent, COHR, gaps up and then sits there, and now inside week to the downside. So here's your reversal: 2 up, inside, 2 down, right? So we'll see. This would need to stay below this here, right? Otherwise it comes right back up. We'll see if that sets up for a nice inside 60, maybe get measured move. Puker. If we go to Cirrus Logic, Cirrus Logic having some problems here, and so still handling inside month, but taking out last week's lows. And last week it took out the lows. There's a lot of semis that did that, but not a lot of them following through this week. So it just kind of gaps and sits in here. So we'll see if that sets up at all. If we go to Dillard's Department Store and Dillard's DDS, here you can see this. Taking out last week's lows. That's something I want to know about below 79.24 for the rest of the week. And now here you can see this down here, shooter counters hammer. Here's a hammer and here's a shooter. And if this takes this out in the next hour below 75.88, that gets my attention. Let's see what's going on. Tilray going to the highs. SSYS printing. Let me see here. Doing anything? SSYS just trying to wake up here a little bit. If we go to Moderna. They're trying to follow through a little bit. Still handling inside week, so not too much going there. If we go to BGS, and BGS here, still, if we can get that to take out that weekly low, that would help. But you're still 2 days in a row taking out the lows. All right, looks like I'm running out of time again. Those broader averages, like I said, might have some more room on the Dow Jones Diamonds. They haven't given it up, and so until we get reversals against us, so far so good. Strong, long and strong so far this week. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm off to this Mr. Black channel here at Ticker Tack with the Strat Time Report.